We're going to do it. We're going to do a live show. Hey, look, my wife's in the chat. Yay, Jess, with hearts. How cute.
Hello, Jess.
Hello, Jess. Welcome to That's Good Sports Nighttime Edition with me and Will. Watching the end of this Packers-Eagles game, and I think the Packers just blew it, Will. I think they just blew their chances to win. They're down 29-31. We got 2:10 left in this game.
Yeah, I think by the letter of the law, it's not quite over. But
no, not quite over. Green Bay's now using those timeouts. They have one timeout left. There's 2 minutes, 10 seconds. So 2nd and 8. They got to get a stop here. They got to get 2 stops, force the field goal attempt. And
now, this is really not a situation where the Packers are not in a good position trying to stop a team like the Eagles with 2 downs, potentially 3 downs to win the game. They run the ball, they get in the short yardage. You're kind of screwed, I think, if you're the Packers.
Yeah, it feels like they are more than screwed.
And we know, they lost Kelsey, but Jurgens, very slippery.
Everything is slippery.
You get to the second level.
Everything is slippery on this field. And Philly just picked up another first down. It's going to take it to the 2-minute warning.
Good night.
Oh. Green Bay can stop the clock one more time, and that's it.
Yeah. Why even do it, though? Why stop the clock?
We're going
they
to
just want to get home?
Yeah.
That's going to suck to go all the way to Brazil to lose.
By 2 points.
Yeah.
That missed kick. Actually, I don't think that missed kick actually matters right now because they would be up by a point, but Philly would just kick a field goal right now. So it's irrelevant. I'm giving the kicker a pass, is what I'm saying. I'm confused. I still don't know if anyone who played tonight is top tier good.
No idea.
Yeah, it's a tough game to read because of the slip and slide that was the first half.
Yeah, and I went to the first quarter being like, the Eagles are as bad as they were at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Maybe worse. And it turns out I was wrong. Very quickly they proved me wrong.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley had 3 touchdowns in this game. He looked like a nice fit for their offense. His first touchdown, he looked like a wide receiver. Just a great catch.
Play. Yeah.
Just a great catch in the end zone. Switched over from Grassi. Can't watch him suffer. Yeah. Well, I have no sympathy for Tom right now. We think the Packers are going to be good. There's a lot of hope and optimism for them moving forward. Losing week 1, it's actually the easiest week to lose a game.
This would have been worse, I think, for the Eagles to lose. Obviously, this was a designated home game for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think this would have been a much tougher pill to swallow for Philly. But I think Green Bay had, they've got Super Bowl aspirations this year.
Yeah. And they look good for the most part. It's like the issues have been, I think, for both teams kind of defensively, just giving up like a lot of big plays in this game. Jayden Reed looks very
Jayden Reed, the A.J. Brown touchdown. It just kind of looked like a play that probably doesn't happen if this game is in Philadelphia. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
Not to come off as like xenophobic or anything, but
you're a xenophobe for sure.
I just feel like the field holds up a little better and Jayden Reed doesn't score there.
That on the reverse, his first touchdown?
The second touchdown.
The second touchdown. Oh, where he was just like wide open by a million miles.
Well, yeah, someone slipped.
Somebody slipped
out of his shoes.
And I think like the slippage, obviously I think that's if you're on defense, you're at a disadvantage. Not just for like the blown plays, but it feels like when guys are going in for tackles in this game, they're kind of missing tackles because they're losing footing at point of contact as well.
Yeah, because when you tackle, you have to you have to chop your feet basically.
Yeah,
and it's not happening.
no.
I don't. Well, this is a soccer stadium. Is it usually this bad though for soccer, for the beautiful game, for El Juego Bonito?
No, but you're dealing with smaller, faster, lighter players, probably playing in different cleats, and this
is why they slide when they score a goal, and they slide.
Yeah, it's
100 yards on their knees. We know why, but how could this have been overlooked?
I don't know.
I think
because they practice on it a little bit, they warm up on it. I guess they don't practice on it, but they warm up on it. And we saw it with the Eagles in the Super Bowl. They didn't know which cleats to use. Ooh, are they going to let Saquon score here? Just kneel it down, Philly. What are you doing?
Yeah, it seems
he got close. Saquon just got close to scoring.
He's never been in this position, really. I mean, that's not true, but you get the point. You get the joke.
Yeah. We will be having Gareth Reynolds join us. He is a big Packers fan, so I'm sure he's going to be in just great spirits coming into this. Comedian, podcaster, co-host of The Dollop of We're Here to Help. So Gareth will be joining us in a little bit. So that'll be fun. And Will and I are going to talk about this game. We're going to give you our reverse power rankings and our enemies that we're tracking this week or forever. Don't know.
Yeah, this is the Frankenstein version of a different show that we're going to do today.
We did a test show. We've made a couple little altercations on it. And we'll see after tonight if Will and I decide we want to keep doing a show on late in the evening.
For sure not on Friday nights.
No, it won't be Friday. It would be normally after Thursday night football, but we looked at week 1 and we said, I think it'll be more fun to talk about Packers, Eagles. We could talk about the other game if we want, but Friday night, not a good time slot for Will. He goes out, he parties. He is just out there at the raves. He is doing what the kids do. Drugs.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Ooh, Cabo San Lucas. Hello.
Been there.
I don't think I've ever been to Cabo. The grass is awesome, makes it more interesting. It does make the game a little more interesting for sure.
Oh, did he fumble?
He recovered it though.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot you're ahead of me.
Yeah. There's 46 seconds. Now they're at 4th and goal.
God damn the cock.
The peacock. Couldn't tell if Eagles upgraded a bit or if it was just the field. Thought they be much better than the Packers. Perna, is Dulcich worth having in fantasy? I have no clue if Dulcich is a good stash on fantasy.
It's a impossible question to ask. It's like, what happens after you die? Like, nobody knows. Can Greg Dulcich stay healthy? Nobody knows.
We need to see it.
Why is the sky blue? Nobody knows.
We need to see him stay healthy. I think if he is healthy, I think he'll be utilized in the offense more than if Russ was still there. So there's that. Oh, man, now the Eagles got to kick a field goal. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he does stay healthy, like I think he's got a handful of, a few touchdowns in him this year, maybe 600 yards.
Yeah, easy.
He's the most talented receiving tight end on the team by a mile.
There's Kroll. Do we still got Kroll?
Kroll, the best player in Broncos training camp, they were saying.
That is not true. I did not say that.
Sean Payton loves
Nick Kroll.
Loves him some Troutman.
We still got Troutman.
Got the Trout man.
You know what my favorite part of this game was, Will? It was early in the first quarter.
Yep.
And it was when both teams were flagged for having 12 men on the field.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I've never seen that.
No, I've never seen that. And we've watched a lot of football, but both teams, 12 men on the field. We got a penalty here. What was this, delay a game or some shit? Oh my God. There's still 27 seconds left in this football game somehow.
The whole
Oh,
game,
okay, they kicked the field. It's 34. All right,
the
I
whole
see it.
game has been a delay game.
Yeah.
This game has been delayed way too long.
Yeah. How many penalties, just guessing, Will, how many do you think have been in this game? Each team, just give me how many you think they have.
I'm going to say 8 on the Packers, 7 on the Eagles.
Ooh, you were exactly right for the Eagles. 7 penalties. Packers 10. So 17 total penalties in this game. We saw a little bit of the illegal formation called again.
Awesome. On everybody but the Chiefs. That's right.
Yep.
Well, it was just so silly last night.
Yeah, it was so annoying.
He was false starting comically early. It really was. And
yeah, I think they got him twice, but I don't think that was enough still.
No, I mean, it's okay, I think Andy Reid probably just told him just do it every time. What are they going to do? Throw a flag every time? Probably not.
No, they won't. They can't.
Yeah.
So once you get your 2 out of the way, they're not going to keep doing it.
Yeah, and it was so funny because you could just tell what the Chiefs are going to do based on how far back his leg was, the way he was lined up. You're like, okay, he's a yard behind the center. Clearly, they're passing. Or he's in a normal stance. They're definitely going to run. And I don't know how the Ravens figure that out. I mean, maybe they did and they couldn't do anything about it. But from just watching on TV, it looks so obvious.
Yeah, it's exactly what we saw last year with the exact same player.
Yeah.
All right. We do have a Hail Mary attempt here. So, okay. Jordan Love throws deep to Reed to pick up a chunk. Not a Hail Mary yet. They got to get downfield, and they do make what's this, a 20, 30, 35-yard gain here for Jayden Reed. So they're right at midfield now. They got 15 seconds. I don't think they got to go deep yet. Oh, but Jordan Love under pressure flicks it back to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs going to smartly run out of bounds after picking up a few yards there. I think Jordan Love kind of just saved the play there. Heads up by Jacob. Oh, shit, but Jordan Love's down hurt.
I think did Josh Jacobs set the record for most receptions without a touchdown catch? Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Jordan Love looks like he's writhing in pain.
If it's the turn. Yeah, and their tackle is down too, 71.
So he's got to come out for a play.
Yeah.
So you're setting up for a Hail Mary, and now you got to put in your backup quarterback. Let's see what happens to him here. What the fuck happened? He is avoiding all this pressure. He dishes it back to Jacobs, and then his ankle gets wrapped up under the guy tackling him. That's not good. That is not good.
No.
It could be his ankle, it could be his knee, it could be anything. And I will accurately diagnose it just by how he moves. Okay, they're going to carry him off the field. He's limping. Hopefully it's just a twisted, sprained ankle or something. But that fucking sucks. Well, this is a good time to bring in our guest, who is probably going through the ringer of emotions right now. But we got Gareth coming in. Gareth Reynolds, what are you feeling right now, man?
A complicated moment to enter. I was like, you know what? I was like, it's not. I'm glad that they have a good team, and then Jordan Love just went down. It looks like
he really is taking after Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, stop it, Will.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I mean, there's too soon, and then there's it's still happening.
I think he's going to be okay. I don't know.
I think you
Looks a
got to
little
say
better.
that now. You got to say that now. You're the guy making jokes about 9/11 on 9/12. You're like, my heart goes out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That was fucking crazy. It's a shame about Love. Overall, I don't know. Pretty good.
Yeah. They bring in Malik Willis. So there's 3 seconds left. He does a
So
quick
they just
pass.
signed Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Like the day before the game. Because their backups, they were like, all right, you got us. We don't have one.
All right. I want to see him throw it deep here. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they tried to just pick up like 3 yards there.
Because Jordan, oh Jesus,
He looks like he's walking around.
Is he walking?
Oh,
Malik Willis slips. He's trying to get the ball off, and he's sacked. Shit. I mean, a Hail Mary with your backup quarterback coming in for just 2 plays would have been one of the most insane finishes you could ask for.
It would have been great, but
yeah,
that Hail Mary was. I actually, even though that's my team, I do enjoy the patience one must have for a Hail Mary, and when it doesn't happen, that is one of my favorite plays. Where you're like, you got to let it develop. You got to ease down.
Yeah.
For the defense, like, nah, you don't have 30 seconds for this play.
I love the philosophy on a Hail Mary by the defense. It's like, would you rather put 11 guys just like right at the goal line or rush like 4 guys and actually make them speed it up?
Yeah, I always think it seems like the pressures.
It always seems like it works better.
Yeah.
Every Hail Mary I've seen that works.
You need 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like you have to like it's like if you can stop that, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Love is I mean, I would imagine he would be like on a cart or something or in a tent if it was more serious because
yeah.
I don't know they're also in Brazil where they were told to not leave the hotel. So.
Right. They might not have
like don't go to the doctor either.
Yeah, like no doctors. We'll get you on the plane.
Yeah, he was. It looked like he was dealing with cramps because he was trying to eat a banana. He was having his legs worked on.
Adorable. You know you're getting old when you see your starting quarterback eating a banana. And you're like, that is cute.
That's cramps.
That's adorable. Look at this. Give him an orange slice. This little scamp.
Yeah, I miss the orange.
I don't know what you really take. It's what's funny is that I don't know what to take away from a game like this because.
Probably nothing.
It's so even. It was so kind of evenly matched, and you have a new D coordinator. Like I feel like they're pretty good, but I'm also like the defense looks suspect already. But should you expect them to be good by week 1? I mean, I don't know. What are your takeaways?
I think Will and I were talking.
$2 gets you fuck. Huh? That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's Kevin. He is also a big Packers fan. So yeah, they're going to be down bad right now.
Like one. Yeah. No, that really is a weird way to end a game because now you're like, I don't give a shit that they lost.
Yeah,
I just hope he's okay.
That would be like a smart move to do if you were a quarterback is pretend to be hurt on the last play of a game you're about to lose.
I think Ben Roethlisberger did that on every game that he lost.
Yeah,
every time.
Kind of just
That's so funny. Yeah, that's really true. Because now I'm like, I care a lot about him.
Yeah.
Kind of like, what happened? I'm like, God, I love that man.
Yeah.
Just want you to be okay.
Yeah, I love you.
He is our savior. We need to protect him at all costs. Get him a special plane with special medical healing stuff if he needs it.
Let him go to this fucking hotel I keep hearing about.
Yeah.
Isn't there a hotel like 2 hours away?
The hotel's 2 hours away. You're not allowed to leave it. Don't show people you have a phone, and you can't wear green.
Sweet. What's the team color again?
I can't remember.
What's the name of the city that they're from?
I can't remember.
And don't say where you're from.
Yeah.
Don't say you are now the Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Do you understand us? It's so funny, too, because when you see, like, the NFL is obviously fully money motivated. But man, it's like, how did this happen? Like, why are you doing this?
I was wondering that the whole time.
The closer it got to this game, you were like, by the way, you'll be playing on dirt. So sorry. You guys can't use a football. Now it looks like he's walking pretty well.
Yeah, he still has a little help as he's going off the field here.
Yeah, but he's got that like weird one crutch help where it's like that felt more like a fraternity than it did a crutch.
Yeah. What you worry about
brave filming B-roll down the streets of Brazil where they've been told to not go.
The real heroes.
That camera equipment?
Yeah.
That's just some guy who stabbed the real cameraman and was like, I'll film some B-roll.
I would say the thing that would worry me about Love walking is sometimes when you tear your ACL, the initial pain kind of goes away, and then your knee feels normal again, and you feel like you can walk it off. But
no, when Brady tore his ACL, you were like, wow, he should be okay.
Yeah.
Down there.
Phillip Rivers played a whole AFC Championship game on it.
So I guess to your point, he could play the season on it. If Phillip Rivers could play a little bit of time on it, he could, Love could probably do a whole season on it.
Yeah, if Rivers could do it, Love could do a full season easy.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Have you ever torn any ligaments?
If I tear one coming up, I will be coming for you. By the way, I'm in Denver next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I booked a last minute gig in Greenwood.
Oh, yeah. Comedy Works South?
Yeah, Comedy Works South. They said I can't leave the hotel or show people my phone. I've never torn. I one time playing tennis against a chubby friend of mine who's amazing at tennis. He just started painting the lines and making me run back and forth. And I was like, I'm not going to let him beat me. And I rolled my ankle and I heard the pop, which I'd never heard before. Like I'd heard about hearing the pop, and then I heard the pop, and it was pretty bad, and something probably tore in there. But I've never the ACL or never anything terrible. What about you?
I tore up my knee in college, real good.
What were you doing?
I was drinking. I was drinking with the.
That's how you know it's not sports. Because when I asked him how, he goes,
I was drinking with the guys, coming over from the bars.
What'd you do?
I was carrying my friend on my back and decided I could run with him on my back.
Oh my god!
And because I'm so strong, I was like, my strength will get me through this.
You're very strong.
Yeah, and we fell, and it hurt so bad.
You fell. He was just on your back.
But he flew over me.
Yeah. Eventually, he took brunt of it, but it was a you fall.
Yeah,
preferable.
My initial thought was like, this is going to be so much worse for him.
What and what happened to him?
Nothing. He was fine. Just like a scratch.
Into oncoming traffic.
And then what'd you do? ACL?
ACL, my LCL, the muscle.
I didn't even know there was an LCL.
Yeah, it's on the outside.
Oh, so what ACL, MCL? What's M? Middle?
Medial collateral ligament or some shit like that.
Isn't that a Schwarzenegger movie?
Yeah, it's medial collateral damage. He was just a surgeon working on guys' knees the whole time. But
Christ, what happened to this guy?
How do I fix it?
What do you mean he was running home with his friend?
Did you guys see that Patrick Schwarzenegger is playing Tim Tebow in the Aaron Hernandez FX series?
That is a lot of hashtags just got thrown our way.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
I just thought I'd throw that in there as my only opportunity to bring that up.
It's a shocking development.
Who's playing Tebow?
Patrick Schwarzenegger, son of
playing Tim
famous
Tebow in the Aaron. In the Aaron. What is his name again?
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
You remember
story him? About Rudy.
Yeah. Come on, coach, let me in.
Now, do you know that's how much of that story is fake? I did a show a couple weeks ago, and someone was saying like Rudy. There's like so many.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rudy that it's shocking.
No, it's Joe Montana came out and was like, no one turned in their jersey or anything.
Great.
to the coach.
Right.
All
Hollywood.
mythology. It's mythology.
Yeah.
Sean
Did
Astin could never play football.
Did Joe say that Rudy was kind of annoying too? Somebody said he was kind of annoying in real life.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
He was. He had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how annoying you have to be to get on the field after that long? That coach just has to be like, Jesus, shut up.
Quit.
Go, fine, get in. Just shut up.
Play
Shut up.
intramural softball or something. God.
Yeah, you invented an angel. You're talking to an imaginary black man the whole time, this whole year. It's crazy.
You made the magical black man into a trope that will stick around for decades.
Yeah.
Rudy.
By the way, Steve T's got a great $5 comment. Do you read the comment?
Oh, yeah.
Man. We love Steve.
Great show at Cap City. He said, I'll be back at Cap City in Austin on New Year's Eve.
Nice. Steve was he's been supporting for a long time. One of the first like Patreon members we've had. And the first time we did like Patreon like hangouts, we did them like individually, and he was like one of the first people like I think we ever talked to on here. So
that's an interesting one. A Patreon one-on-one hangout.
Yeah, it was a mistake because we underestimated how many people would want to hang out.
We were like, I guess we were bored during COVID. This was like spring 2020. I think I was like, what if we just
how long did it take?
Just did a Zoom with everybody on Patreon who signed
like 4 or 5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
It was a long one.
And they're like, what if we just put them all in?
They're like, okay, now we just do a monthly Zoom hangout, and it's just like we're hanging out with our friends every month. It's pretty fucking cool.
But the friends pay you to be their friends.
Oh, for sure.
But I make all my friends.
Not a charity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. And then if one of them, like, have you ever hung out with one of them in the real world just as a friend?
I actually have.
Yeah.
Kevin, the guy
at the end of it, where you're like, so.
I got approached by one from the actual like original one-on-one hangout at a bar.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I had no idea who he was. Obviously, I was shocked. Like, I've never been approached before. Why would I? I think I ended up buying him a drink. It was very strange. But I guess I did owe him that.
I've had that many times where it turns from like someone's trying to buy me a drink where I'm like, I'm down $6 from like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Like I was like, this person came up to me to buy me something, and now I'm like, when I used to like back in the day when I used to take shots at bar. Oh boy, those would be some nights where I'd be like, what is happening? I'm in their Patreon.
Yeah.
And we drink Patron.
Shots are. I drink because I drink whiskey. Like that's all I drink, but I can't imagine taking a shot of it anymore. It's just such a bad way to consume alcohol. Yeah. I'm at that age where I'm like, I'm over shots.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 40.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the right time to. I pretty much cut out the liquor.
You did?
Yeah, pretty much. I probably at this point probably have like 10 shots a year.
Okay.
And it is.
I think it's a week or some shit.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I used to be way worse.
I used to have a problem.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That's too much. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's tough.
What kind of whiskey do you drink?
What kind of whiskey?
Yeah.
I like Scotch mostly, but I like to just try. I'm drinking an Irish one. Yeah, I got this one when he came to visit me because he's Irish. So I said, I'll get this one.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't know.
I like it.
I'm not saying I'm a classy whiskey drinker. But...
Yeah, you're like me with stuff. That's what, like, at a restaurant, when they do the, like, when they give you the little sip of wine to be like, do you want that? I'm like, this doesn't need to happen.
Yeah,
this ends in me taking it.
It smells like red.
You go like, oh, yeah, look at the tannins.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure Grassi is very worried right now. Obviously, the concern is with Jordan Love, and we're not going to know what's wrong with him for like 48 hours, probably.
Well, I don't think what any of us liked was when you made that ACL point.
The point? Oh, when you can walk.
Yeah. None of us enjoyed that point.
Yeah. What I wanted to do, though, outside of Jordan Love, who's a guy you felt really good about tonight watching?
Reed.
Jayden Reed?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jacobs. You know,
The slow burn with Jacobs tonight.
yeah, it was like there were two guys it was like Space Jam. The second half was a different guy. But I don't know, it's still the youngest team in the NFL. It's the youngest starters in the NFL. So that's why I'm like, you kind of have to. Last year, watching them, and I do not think it'll be like last year, and I hope it won't be like last year, but they just had to like go through a process to figure shit out. Every team does, but they are so young. I mean, they've been hyped up a lot, so
Sure.
that these receivers are young. Christian Watson is like the elder receiver. He's not that old. And so I think just as a unit, it really does remind me in those, at least for now, it reminds me of those first few years where Rodgers all of a sudden had an embarrassment of young riches when he had Jordy Nelson, when he had Randall Cobb, he had Greg Jennings.
Right.
And you were just like, if he had 2 seconds back there, he could find somebody. It kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, Reed tonight was awesome.
He looked explosive. Just like, like we watched, last night, everybody was getting excited about Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like Reed looked a little more dynamic tonight. But again, maybe some of that's the field. Like maybe there was guys just falling down on some of those plays.
It looked like it might have played a factor in that second touchdown a little bit.
I know you guys were getting excited about Reed towards the end of last season, though, right? Like he was starting to show some flashes then, and now he becomes possibly like your third dude you have catching passes that you think could be very good outside of like Watson and Romeo. So, and Will's a big Romeo Dobbs fan because he went to Nevada, and that's where Will went to college. So we've been keeping our eye on him for a while.
Yeah, I think that, also Dontavian Wicks. I mean, they are young, but last year, the first half of the first 8 games, they were awful. They buried themselves every game.
Right.
If they had a shot, it's because they were making a huge comeback in the second half. So they just look, again, one game, but they just look so far like they're not. It looks like there's just more confidence.
Sure.
And I think Josh Jacobs is going to be huge. And when AJ Dillon went down, I mean, basically ended his career with the Packers. You were kind of like, I wasn't that bummed about it. I mean, I wish him the best and everything, but I wasn't like, oh no. Whereas a year ago, if that had happened, I would have thought, oh, that's pretty catastrophic.
Been in trouble.
Yeah.
And your safety, McKinney, he got a pick early in this game too. So you get when your team like acquires a free agent and it's kind of a big one, and in the first game they do something cool, you're just like, yeah, we got him. We did it right this offseason, guys.
We also, I mean, again, I'm an old man, but when under Ted Thompson, when he was the GM, there were like 2 total free agent signings.
Yeah.
Now they were like Charles Woodson and Julius Peppers, so they were like enormously awesome free agent signings, splashes. But I just really enjoy watching Brian Gutekunst sign some guy, like, because right away I was like, but to your point, I mean, right away you're like, give him everything. He's the best.
Do you think it's a tough sell to get people to Green Bay?
I doubt it. I think maybe last year it would have been, maybe the year before it would have been. But I think people recognize that they would be, if you're signing a, say, 3-4 year deal, that's probably one of the places you feel the most stability. You have the quarterback in place. You have a young receiving core. The coach isn't on the hot seat. And again, I think it's always funny when every team is like, hey, look, man, You know what I mean? We're the Browns. Everybody wants to come here, but every team thinks their team is historic. But I think if you are the Packers, you're like there is just kind of a name cachet there that probably helps a little bit. Plus, people know when they go to Green Bay, they're going to have fun in that town. I mean, that's the Vegas of Wisconsin. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Green Bay, but oh my God.
It's on the list.
Holy smokes.
I hear Wisconsin's known for drinking. So
now that I'm not familiar
I think it's
with.
like one of the drunkest states
Where
out
did
there.
you go?
Let's not perpetuate stereotypes on here.
Yeah,
I saw it on a chart, and it was probably on Twitter, so it had to be accurate.
That's very interesting. I guess some of the citizens drink. Sure, but I would never. There's so much more to do in Green Bay besides drink. You can eat.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Walk around the stadium.
You can walk near the stadium, get a drink. Or I guess we're not saying that. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. No, it's
you could drink around the stadium.
You could drink, you could eat and drink, and it's great. You could get your friend on your back, run around with him.
No.
You could walk around outside the team hotel with your phone out. Probably. That's probably one of the places you can do it.
You can say green.
Yeah, it's preferred. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
green is a safe word here.
A lot of freedom there. Yeah, so I think people would be interested in coming to Green Bay over you know how it is. Teams will go anywhere. I don't know if anyone would necessarily take a pay cut, but that's like for the Chiefs. That's where you're like, that's really the only place I think someone would really take a pay cut. But then I think when you look at Davante Adams, you're like, is he happy? No. I mean, that decision, when he was making that decision, I was like, this is your money play and enjoy it. But that is what it is.
And I mean, he went to play with his friend, Derek Carr. Yeah, and then they got rid of his friend.
But you talk about stability. I'm like, how could you go there? He knows more about football than I do. And I was like, yeah, Derek Carr?
Yeah.
What?
It's an insane wagon to hit yourself to.
Davante Adams is a very good friend.
True.
Davante's a pal. Well, did you watch that wide receiver show on Netflix? They did the cute quarterback.
Oh, yeah, receiver.
Yeah,
I watched
Davante
a couple
Adams
episodes.
Pissed.
Yeah, he started to get angry about getting hit a lot. And then
what made you not watch that show?
We talked about this before. I think Will and I follow football too closely, and it's just you kind of know so much of what's going on, a little bit of the mystery and intrigues there, and there's so much access to players with social media, with every team does kind of behind the scenes stuff that I'm kind of watching it in the summer, and I'm trying to actually take a break from consuming football a little bit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I personally don't like to see NFL players get humanized in any way. It doesn't help me watch football.
George Kittle makes me want to just drop a cinder block on my own head.
Yeah.
Just sure. I love when NFL players are just I love when they get rich as fuck and then their wife gives them a super expensive gift and they're touched. I'm like, bro, that's yours. He's like, oh my God, you got me shoes, babe. Thanks. I'm like, buddy, you bought what? She's not an oil
Where do you think this came from? Santa?
That is your money. Yeah. That's your money. Thank yourself.
That's hilarious.
It does feel you get Santa's not real, but your parents are still telling you that a gift is from Santa.
Thank you, Santa. You know how I know Gareth is single?
What?
He doesn't want to thank his woman for her getting him a gift that might have come from his money.
I'm taken.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, well, to keep her around.
Yeah. But I think
that gift you better be excited about.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't know if she's done that. Maybe she has. I don't know.
Darn. I thought I had a good one there.
No, well, for most of my life as a public figure, you would have been completely right with that kid. I think you look at me right now and tell me that your indication is not single. I have a cat painting.
Yeah, look, I'm wearing
She
a
saw me. That's
Dan Marino
amazing.
shirt. Like, I can't judge.
He saw me put this on right before I did this, and she goes, "Don't you have like a Packers like ball cap?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, all right, just making sure." I was like, "See you later."
You got a
What is
Packers
early
button down
September?
you can
It's
put
pretty
on
chilly
maybe in some
outside.
khakis.
So why are you wearing a tie-dye merino?
I saw it on Instagram and I just had to buy it, and it came in the mail today, and I was like, oh my god.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But you're not right.
It's a cheap shirt, but I was like, just this old photo of Dan.
Look at that guy. That was real.
It spoke to me. But what you were talking about, like how silly we are as football fans, it reminded when I was asking you if you could do the show, and I was like, we're going to be going on live like after Eagles, Packers. And then I said, in week 1, predictably unpredictable, but I think Green Bay wins. And you're like, same, but I don't like saying that. And I said, we're all scared of jinxing our team. And then you said, I'm 44. It's sad now. And I agree with you so much. But then I was like, I've got a magic curse wheel that curses teams. And right now in the chat, people are worried that curse wheel is real and got Jordan Love because it gave them a season-long curse. So the level of ridiculousness
Did you do this?
We're willing to. No,
are you a wizard? You have to tell us. If you are.
Don't have to reveal that.
Oh.
But it is sad. It is very sad. I think about that a lot.
Well, Jake Johnson, my buddy, who's a Bears fan, and I have a podcast with called "We're Here to Help."
Yeah, and that's doing very well right now.
Thank you. It's just
very well.
Every day's a gift. But we both really have difficulty reconciling our age and our availability to football because it's almost like he's very funny because he'll be like, I don't care, but then he obviously cares as much as me, but he just pretends that he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then to me, the fact that I'm glad we have the youngest team in the NFL for many reasons, but I'm like, man, I am the furthest age away from any team in the NFL. I am so much older. Like if I saw these guys out and I was like, big fan, they'd be like, thanks, you weird old guy. You're not even on my radar. Like, I wonder how old Wicks is. I bought his jersey. I wonder how old he is. He is 20 years younger. I mean, I am like the guy that I used to see and be like, that guy's a loser.
It is a weird thing trying to reconcile that.
Yes. What do we do?
I think like I might have mentioned this before, but I heard like Troy Aikman had been in the Hall of Fame for 18 years. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That can't be real. That's not real.
18 years he's been in the Hall of Fame, which means he retired 5 years before that.
That hurts.
What bothers me too is like I'll see like a player and he's like 23 years old, and I'm like, that guy's more of a man than I'll ever be. That also sucks.
There's a player. Go ahead.
Well, if I saw Jordan Love, I'd be like, you're one of my heroes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, buddy, that is pathetic. That's crazy. Go to a therapist. You're not okay.
Yeah.
I hope your ankle's okay. Be like, hey, dude, go work in your office.
I'll give you my ankle. You can have it. He's like, I don't want it.
And I tell him my tennis story. You know, I hurt my ankle one time playing tennis with hey, Jordan, you got to go? Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll email. I'll hit you up on Instagram.
No, I'll give you my actual ligaments if you want them.
I saw a player, I think for Alabama, that played this last weekend who is 17, who was born in 2007.
Oh, wow.
That sucks.
Wow. This hurts so much.
Yeah. Don't like that.
Well, I think Randall Cobb was like the first player to score a touchdown born in the 2000s or something. Like that can't be right. But it was something like, I can't remember what it was.
In the 90s.
Maybe. It was like, It was a real separating moment for me where I was
Yeah.
at a bar and they gave me that stat, and I was like, "Don't give us those stats."
I'm gonna see if I can find that.
That was probably 2011. I would guess like the first 90s born player.
Can't be.
Although if he was born in the 2000s and he scored a touchdown in 2011, respect.
Oh, this is actually
Amazing.
This is good.
Much more impressive.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Wow, that would be super weird for me.
That
Like, you're a
11-year-old.
hero of mine." Like, so you can't talk to that child. Get your hand off me. Get your hand. Everybody take their hands off me. I punch him. Boy.
I didn't hear what you guys set that up with because I was looking up. Devontae Smith is the first player in NFL history to score a touchdown. Oh, wait, no, damn it.
The first player to score a touchdown.
I didn't finish reading the sentence.
No. That's a good fact, though. I thought a lot
First
of
player to score a
before.
touchdown on his birthday in back-to-back seasons.
That is the dumbest.
Oh.
That is
I
like
clicked
a
on the
Chris-
thing that said about
that
the
is like
2000s.
a Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Damn it. I thought I had it.
That is so close to the least important information I've ever heard about football.
I know. Now I feel stupid.
It's
Oh.
Keep in mind, I'm the guy who said Randall Cobb was the first guy born in 2000 to score.
It's okay. I'm not going to find it now.
And
Now
let
I
that
don't even
fully
wanna
go
know.
out before I was like, boy, he retired real early. It started very young.
Randall Cobb's got about 10 more years in him, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, if Aaron Rodgers is GMing, he sure does.
Yeah. He's
It's like,
got a
keep
perfect
signing my
spot.
roommate. So like,
Yeah.
Randall is 51 years old.
Yeah, why do we have to keep signing Jeff Janis?
Oh, the Jan.
Jared Abbrederis.
The Jan, man.
Jeff Janis. Who's like a football player you watch that you should hate, like as a fan, but you find yourself liking?
Ooh.
I always find that like a tough spot to be in. You're like, I should really hate that guy, but I kind of like him. Josh Jacobs was kind of one of those guys for me because he was on the Raiders. I was like, he just seems like so nice. And now I'm glad he's out of Vegas.
St. Brown
Okay, that's a good one.
on Detroit is
Amon-Ra?
Detroit in general. There's a lot of guys on there where like Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't hate it. Like I should hate the Lions there without question. They are the rival within the division now. But I don't know. I like their team. And St. Brown is such a good receiver, and he seems like an all-around. He's like trying to be flashy, and you're like adorable. Like he just can't do it. Like he's dyeing his hair bleach blonde for shit. You know what I mean? Or blue,
Sure.
and you're like, buddy, you're not pulling it up. But yeah, you little cutie pie. I don't know. I think I really like him, and in general, like Dan Campbell, I have no issues with.
No, that's fair. Dan, I think everybody likes Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
And that's he does this odd thing where he's like such a football guy, like I played this game, but then he's got this like soft part of him, and he gets you in. Like I don't know, it's a weird line.
It's those player coaches where they, it was like everyone was like Bill Parcells. You were like, you got to make them hate you. And then Tony Dungy was like, look, you're my best friends. And you're like, they just won the Super Bowl? How the fuck? What just happened? Kind of like
this hybrid now of the two.
Yeah, where you can be like, you're like, you don't have to be like even LaFleur. I feel like LaFleur, they probably, they know he's the coach and shit, but I guarantee you that he's more relatable than, the old coach prototype, which used to be like, just be a real piece of shit.
Yeah, the Belichick type too. That
he was a peach. Here's a great story. So I went to when Colin Kaepernick made his highlight reel against the Packers for like 8 years. If you were to watch a Colin Kaepernick highlight package, it would be like 8 clips from this game.
Sure.
And I went to it in San Francisco. It was to go to the NFC Championship game. Sam Shields got an interception in the first half. Whatever. It was like after this after we were up 7-0, they absolutely beat the shit out of us. And I went back to the hotel. And my buddy and I, we were this is when I used to take it real hard.
Right.
And I was miserable because I was also down $1,000 getting to this game.
Oh yeah.
All in or whatever. And so we're standing around this fire pit outside, smoking cigarettes, drinking whiskey. And there's a couple older guys right around there having some whiskey too, smoking cigars. And like my buddy just goes, we got to talking, and my buddy goes, "What do you guys do?" And one of them just looks at the other and he goes, "Law." And then my friend goes, "Are you refs?" And the one guy goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Were you reffing the game today?" And they go, "Yeah." And we were like, "Oh man!" And it was like, it was no point where you're like, that was the ref's fault because it was such a beating.
Right.
We were like, "You guys called a great game and all that." Then we got talking. So then we hung out with them for probably about 20 minutes. And at one point, the one of them goes, "I'll tell you what, that Bill Belichick is a fucking asshole." And we were like, "Whoa!"
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And now he's on McAfee, and everyone's like, he's an adore. He's dating like a 27-year-old.
23-year-old.
Yeah.
God.
Maybe turning 24. I don't know. She could be 24 now.
She may turn 24. Who knows how numbers work?
Oh,
Yeah.
that is.
But he's on like 7 things. I think I heard.
Yeah.
He's on.
One of them's Viagra.
Bang. He's on McAfee Inside the NFL. He's got his podcast with Matt Patricia. There we go. Yeah.
Boom. So we're Will and I we're experimenting with doing like these post game shows, and one of the segments.
And now you're pulling the plug.
Well, yeah. We're gonna track our enemies, and so one of the enemies I had is Bill Belichick on social media because he just joined. He just joined Instagram, right?
Yeah, and he was like, "Hi, I'm on Instagram now."
Like, I don't think I want. Like, my problem with it is I don't think I want Belichick on there. Like, I want to keep the image of him always being angry, always being this like mad genius guy who made it work, and like Will was saying, like humanizing people. The shows
can't do it.
I just want that mystery about Bill, and I don't know if I need to hear. I want to hear his thoughts on football still, but what's he going to do on Instagram?
Well, it was there was a moment when he you were like the best coach of all time, unreachable. Man, he won't tell anything to the media. And then he read a letter that Donald Trump wrote to him. No, then Trump read a letter that Belichick wrote to him. Like a fan letter. And you were like, what the fuck is going on? He was like, "You are so awesome. I really hope that you're this cool in real life." Like, it was like, you were like, this is super weird that he's like writing fan letters to Trump.
We need to find that letter and reread it.
He's definitely like, fucking don't read this out loud, please.
Oh, I would have. Well, you know what I mean? He was like, Jesus Christ. He was probably like, I wrote that. I was a little drunk, honestly.
Yeah.
We're on the 2024. We're on the 2028.
Yeah. So Will had an enemy is Peacock.
Yeah.
You're tracking Peacock as your enemy?
The cock is my enemy. Once again, I didn't like last year. They put a playoff game on Peacock.
Oh, that was so dumb.
They put this game. Just put it on NBC. My God, like I know there's some crazy stat. I think when we did our episode about how much it costs to watch every NFL game this year, they got so much like subscriber retention from that playoff game. Yeah, it makes so much sense for them, but it's just such a dickhead move for a league that doesn't need the money.
That really, this is with everything. It's like, they're just, how do they milk every penny out of it possible?
Yeah.
But the NFL really is the peak of that, and they really that's why, like, when you found out that Atlanta, their stadium prices are like legit reasonable.
Yeah.
You're shocked. That is more shocking than going to a game and paying like $36 for a beer, because the NFL does not give a fuck. That's why the Eagles and the Packers were out in Brazil tonight being told to not leave their hotels or show their phones. That's why when they go to London, sometimes they're playing on concrete. That's why, like, they just the NFL could give a shit. The 4-day turnaround, they don't give a shit. They really are just fully like they will do it on the backs of the fans.
Yeah. Well,
I just see good business. I see a league that knows how to turn a good profit.
I don't know. I will not surrender my $5 to the cock no matter what.
I think it's $7.99 now.
Well, that's not happening for sure. That's not happening.
Yeah.
How do you guys get all the streamers? Use password sharing?
No, we never do that.
Yeah, we get Sunday ticket and all that.
Yeah, but
I pay for everything because
you do.
Yeah, because it's
we're
a
good
tax write-off for me.
Man, that's
also, I just bought YouTube TV so I can stream more closely with another football guy in a week.
Let me tell you what I did.
And I have cable and YouTube TV right now.
So I was like, last year, I was like, I'm not going to buy a Sunday ticket. So I went on Twitter and I go, does anyone want to just give me, like, does anyone have an available Sunday ticket? And this fan of mine goes, I got one. So then I just DM him and I go, hey, man. What's up?
Nice.
And he's like, yeah, man, for sure. And I was like, all right, cool. His name's Chad Heft. He's a comedian in Boise.
Oh,
and
cool.
And I'm like, cool, man. Whatever, lines up. Then whatever, 3-4 weeks ago, I'm going, is it crazy to hit this guy up again?
You said my ticket?
And so I go through my messages and I see him again. And I'm like, hey, buddy, you been good? Hey, are you still doing He's like, yeah, man, you're good to go. And then my girlfriend is a big football fan.
Oh,
and
nice.
She's like, my dad's not getting Sunday ticket this year. Where do you get it again? And I'm like, this guy that I don't know. And she goes, does he have any more? And I go, oh my God, no, I can't do this. But I messaged him. I go, hey, bud, got any more? And he's like, yep. And he set her up too. And then you go to my YouTube live and it's like me, his dad, him, his girlfriend, and my girlfriend. I'm like, this is a guy who's like,
that's cool.
Gareth is a good comedian. And now he's like, what a weird, poor loser, man.
Well, the thing with YouTube TV is I think you can share it with 4 or 5 people. Like
he is.
Yeah, I think
I've taken every slot.
Yeah.
It's their family sharing thing, but it's just an email. So I think they don't care if you share it with a few people.
No, I'm not suggesting I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting that I'm pathetic.
I'm saying since we're on YouTube right now, I just love how friendly they are to all of us.
I bought 2.
You never know who's listening
for myself, just in case one fails.
Yeah.
We love YouTube. Gareth Reynolds.
I love YouTube so much.
On my YouTube. What's your number on YouTube, Brandon? How many people are you? You're at 100,000, aren't you?
What's that?
How many followers do you have on YouTube?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Or YouTube TV?
You don't have YouTube TV followers.
I can't keep doing this with you.
It's like 600 something.
620. Where are we at?
620,000?
623,433.
So let me tell you what I got. And you tell me if you're jealous of what I got. Let's see here. Okay. I got 14,000.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah, but you got 2 very good podcasts.
Don't do this.
And shows in Denver. The city I live in.
Yeah, at good
in a week or 2.
Greenwood
Village.
Greenwood. Yeah, Greenwood Village. What's that like?
It's
Don't need to answer any further. That's enough.
No, it's it's like suburban paradise.
I don't know what it's like.
I'll tell you, I already know what it's my life. I'm going to be in a mall. I know that.
Kinda. It's kind of
like an outdoor fake mall.
Kinda, yeah.
Like where they're like, this mall's a town, and you're like, this is a mall. Town.
Yeah.
You guys came to Sacramento, right, for the dollop?
Yeah, we have. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been there. Oh yeah, we. What is that? Sacramento is like the city with all the mattress shops near the comedy club.
Oh, the Punchline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's a shitty part of it's not
crazy.
really a Sacramento, but
It's a crazy thing when you go
it
there.
is. Yeah,
It's
for sure. Yeah,
literally like 8 mattress shops within a block. They're across from
and
a
then the
mattress
Arden
shop.
Fair Mall, which is just you can't walk around with your phone out there.
Well, sounds like Brazil.
Yeah,
Sounds like a real Brazil to me.
Is it
quite the favela?
I'm redirecting here. Is your girlfriend a Packers fan or different team?
Different team.
Okay. Rival team?
No, I'm able to support her team.
Nice. I'm always curious about that.
I would say that I like when the Packers got when Alexander got that interception late in the game, my buddy was over and I wasn't like screaming, but I was talking very loud with purpose. And he was like, "Wow, all right." I'm like, my girlfriend, you're just like, get out of her way. Someone's gonna die or get hurt. It's crazy.
Love it.
She's crazy.
I love it. That's passion. It's called passion.
She sacrifices goats.
Yeah. Do you think you can come up with an enemy to track? I left it blank. I also left it for Gary, but
Also, God is an enemy now.
Oh yeah, I have God as an enemy, and I'll be watching God all year, very closely.
Payback time because he's been watching you your whole life.
Yeah.
An enemy for this year, my football enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. You know what? Chris Collinsworth. I can't take it anymore.
Oh my God.
How is it still happening?
Did we play you the Chris Collinsworth clip when you were on?
No.
Okay.
I'm very nervous. I don't. It just shows you the low bar to be the color guy. It's so I feel like I think Mike Tirico is very good. Sure. He does pretty much every sport. He knows his shit. And then he's paired up with this like skinny Neanderthal, like this aw shucks moron. Just like even when they go to him at the beginning, you'd think he would have prepped some decent thoughts before. Like, okay, in game, I'm gonna want to like stab him. That's a given. But even before the game, it's just the way that he shifts. They all shift around.
A little too shifty for you?
The way that he shifts, whoever made the last play is this guy's the greatest thing, and he'll do it the whole, like if you were watching, man, I'll tell you, you cannot sleep on A.J. Brown. He is one of what Jaylen Reed is making a case for best receiver. These Packers, I'll tell you, they got a lot of fight. And I think that's something a lot of people don't know about this team. The Eagles are closers. That's what the Eagles always do. I think a lot of teams come at him and don't think everything that he just says, he plays the counter guy to and fights. He's the absolute worst.
Yeah, I'm going to let you down. We deleted the clip. I don't have it.
Was this the one about him talking about young girls or?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. Maybe we did play it for you.
Maybe. Oh, God. Honestly, it's fairly humanizing. It was like the first time where I was like, okay, I get, because he's like,
he's just trying to sound cool or something.
Here's a girl.
It's like the TV in the 70s, if you were an athlete, was crazy. He was just like, I eat butt. They were like, all right, this guy's normal.
The one thing about Collinsworth that gets me is just the involuntary noises he makes before commenting on anything.
I know. It's really a part of it.
He can't stop himself.
He's really quite a tackle. These are big guys. The Bengals
with Mahomes too. Mahomes, those noises are coming from all parts of his body.
Yeah, the Mahomes. I mean, look, it's like someone put Tom Brady in Joe Montana's body and gave him Dan Marino's arm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's like Michael Vick if he didn't murder dogs.
Mike, Jesus Christ, Mike.
He's the
Mike did his
worst.
time.
No, this is what I want. If I'm allowed to make Michael Vick fight other dog murderers in my yard, and then the loser I bury, then that's when it'll be over. That's when I'll let him off the hook, or the leash, as it were.
Yeah, that was an Office reference. I think that was Daryl. Like, Vic did his time.
No, actually, I heard Jordan Love get interviewed, and they were like, "Who is your quarterback you loved growing up?" And he was like, "Michael Vick." I was like, "Just throw one dog thing out there." It's like when I hear about Michael Vick, I'm like, "Yeah, he was phenomenal, amazing player." Yeah, that really dinged him. That dinged him pretty hard for me.
That's a tough one to come back from.
It really hurt him.
It really is.
The dog fighting ring.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea that he was sitting in his house when the FBI was digging, he was probably like, "Oh, that's not good."
Was I not supposed to do that?
Here's the downside to this. There's a lot of dead dogs back there. They're really shoveling.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
I'm going to be in so much trouble for this.
Oh, no. They're bringing in farming equipment. That is because some of them are super deep.
yeah. Imagine more of a lighthearted, risky business when your parents are getting home early.
From putting everything away real quick.
Yeah. He's just decorating the dog mausoleum. He's like, it's a little museum where I hang my kids' art. It smells in here, Michael.
Were you murdering dogs again?
No.
All right, and then just trip on a corpse of a dog.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get much better than this.
Yeah, let's end on a good note.
I think
now, are you guys going to continue doing it?
We have one last thing we're going to do called the Power Bottom 5. Do you want to do it?
Out. I'm getting cut out. No, it's your show. I wanted to make sure that I started talking about Mike Vick and the dogs, and you guys are like, all right, this guy's.
No. I didn't want to keep you too long. We've been here for over an hour.
Yeah, it's late.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so you're free.
Well, gentlemen, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Are you going to keep doing this show? This part after the games? This is a lock-in. Can I come back and do more?
You can definitely come back. We're gonna see how we feel next Thursday.
We're doing this every Friday night. Every time there's a Friday night game.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Every Friday night in Brazil. Yeah.
Right.
We will be around on Fridays. So we would definitely love to have you back. And
Brandon, the question is, am I going to be seeing you at my Greenwood Mall?
Oh, you know what? My friend texted me the other day.
Is it Saturday?
Was it related to me, or are you just bragging?
No, he was like, Gareth is going to be playing. Should we go? And I was like, I don't know. No. He's just going to be on my show. So I had to name drop.
What night is it? Tell the people what night it is.
Yeah.
I believe it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 12th, 13th, 14th, I think.
Yeah.
Great. We should get on Saturday.
Comedy Works. Listen, I'll tell you what. You guys, half price.
Half price, nice. Easy.
And I'm a man of my word. So I'll put you down for comps and then just pay me half the cash when you see me in person.
Perfect.
Would you accept a Sunday ticket?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll get you on the Sunday ticket plan.
You know who you're dealing with. The guy who hit up Chad Heft twice this year for free ticket passes.
Is this new material, though?
That's the worst question. It'll feel new to you. No, I'm trying. The problem is I'm trying to figure out what my next hour is, and I do so much crowd work that I'll go to places and I'll be like, I don't know what the hell I did last time I was there. So I will do. It'll mostly be new because I'll listen to it and I did that. I won't do that.
Sweet. I was just
so it'll be bad material, but new material.
Dude, it's fresh as long as it's fresh.
Fresh and bad, buddy.
Fresh.
Like grocery store shrimp.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. Listen to We're Here to Help, The Dollop, Gareth Reynolds TV on YouTube, and GarethReynolds.com for tickets. Cap City, New Year's Eve. I love you, boys. I really do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
I love you.
And Godspeed for Jordan Love.
Kind of the only guy saying I love you to you guys, man.
I love you.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
I love you.
All right.
I love everything about you.
What a weirdo. All right, later.
Nice.
All right.
PB5. Do we have? Yeah.
Let's do our power bottom 5, and then we will get out of here. It is the reverse power rankings. Oh, I got to switch. That's why I'm in the wrong thing. I fucked up. I designed like the layout, and then I forgot to set it up for the 3-person thing. So all my layouts were messed up, and then I sized it down. It was really bothering me. But we do have the power bottom 5. Thank you guys for joining us and hanging around. We will start at number 5. Will, I got Peter Schrager picking the Chiefs to 3-peat.
Yeah.
Bottom 5 this week.
Right. I watched this on Good Morning Football as it happened. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion. But yeah, he's predicted the correct Super Bowl winner for the last 6 years, 5 years, which law of averages says he's got to be wrong eventually. So
yeah, he's got to be wrong. I'm just mad that he's not using his powers for good. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think he gets to just choose who the Super Bowl champion is.
Yeah, but like I think once you get on that kind of streak, you feel like you can, and you got to go a different way.
Do you think Peter Schrager maybe has like a little bit of a god complex now?
No,
Would that be
I
fair?
don't. He seems too nice to actually have it.
I didn't say he was like an evil, like Old Testament god. He just thinks maybe he pulls the strings.
Maybe.
Cosmically speaking.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you know what I'm talking about when you see this, Will? Midnight Football is back tweeters?
No, I have no idea.
And I hate to single out one person.
I think you're doing an okay thing here. I don't think he's well regarded.
Warren Sharp, not well regarded?
No, his name's not even Warren Sharp. You know that?
No, I don't. I saw him fire this off. Let's see here. There we go. Nope, not Reddit. Not Reddit. Damn it. Where's I got too many tabs open. Get out of here, Reddit. Get out of here, Reddit. This was so it says 10:03 my time, right?
Yeah.
That's 12:03 midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So he waited for midnight to strike to tweet out the NFL season begins tonight. And I get day of, a lot of dudes, football guys are excited for football. We're all like, yeah, football's back today. But it's like a thing you think about when you wake up and you go to Twitter. But to try and be the first guy tweet about it within minutes.
Also, so like sensual, erotic.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need that.
I just felt bad. I felt bad for him. I was like, thank God I'm not setting my alarm for 12 to tweet that out.
Yeah, I like to think he went to bed at like 8 o'clock and then woke up. He didn't like schedule the tweet. He actually woke up at midnight and sent that.
All right. Then I just got the Raiders at 3.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Their defense will be good, I think, but not a lot going for them on offense.
Yeah. And I got the Carolina Panthers at 2.
We'll see. We'll see with Dave Canales.
Yeah. And the Panthers at 1, or the Patriots at 1. Now, this is, for me, I wanted to start week 1 with the 3 teams that I think have the potential to still be down there. I'm hoping the Panthers are improved. I'm hoping they're better. But I was just having like a hard time believing any other team out there right now is really second worst. I don't even know if, I could honestly put the Raiders at third worst. But I'm starting to feel like the Patriots are the worst team heading into the season right now.
Well, they might have the worst like single unit of any team with their offensive line, and it's just going to sink anything that they want to do on offense, no matter how good Brissett is or Drake May is or their skill position guys are this year. Like, it's going to sabotage everything on offense. They might have a good defense. Like, their defense has been, up to par.
Yeah.
The last couple of years. Maybe that's just a Belichick thing, and we'll see how it goes with Gerard Mayo. But, yeah, it's a tough unit. Panthers, I don't know. It feels like there's fewer, like, obviously bad teams this season than before. There's just not a lot of teams where you're like, these guys are for sure going to suck.
Yeah.
Like, even like the Titans, you're like, I could see them winning 9 games. I could see them winning 4 games. You could kind of say the same about the Broncos,
Yeah.
I think their predictions are all over the place. I see them more like 7-8, 9, but
there's a bunch of teams that
lot of
feel
parity.
like, yeah. And like we all thought that the Texans were going to be pretty bad last year, and they weren't. I'm rewatching this Jordan Love tackle over and over again, and you can see his knee pop sideways, in and out, which obviously is not good. I still don't know if there's any like updates on the status of it.
Oh yeah, I just saw that on
Yeah.
my Jesus Christ, that did not look good.
Yeah. So I don't know if it dislocates there. But what we learned, like when Patrick Mahomes dislocated his knee, the fear was like when the knee dislocates, it tears a tendon when it does it. And what we learned about Mahomes is his ligaments, his ligaments and tendons are a little more bendable. And so his knee
like
popped in and out, and they just got stressed. They didn't tear. So yeah, it could be your ACL there. It could be the LCL. It could be multitude of different things. And yeah, Matt LaFleur says he doesn't know, doesn't have any updates on it. But either way, if the Packers lose him,
I mean, like on a personal level, like you dislocate your knee, and then you just have to get on a flight for 10 hours.
Yeah, that's a shitty return to be
after
in pain.
A loss.
Yeah, because like they're probably going to have to wait until they're home to get an MRI, right? It's not like they're at Green Bay and he can go in first thing in the morning and get it, looked at. But I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Also, if he's out for a while, like
no,
I don't think you put this team in the hands of Malik Willis.
Night Max, thank you for modding in here for us. I know it is getting late.
Farewell,
but
man.
yeah, you got Malik Willis. They didn't have a backup plan. They cut their 2 quarterbacks, and you're confident because Jordan Love's so good. But we've been talking about like that's when you have to do that if you need one of those guys. And I'm not even thinking for like a season long. You're thinking about like you want a good backup quarterback who can come in for a quarter and finish off a game to get the win, or maybe he's starting 2 weeks for you because your hamstring's a little weird or whatever. And now you're talking about we got to reset our expectations for the whole year if something is worse there, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm trying to think. Like, there's Ryan Tannehill.
There's
Tom Brady.
There's Zach Wilson.
True. Flip Zach Wilson for a first rounder.
Yeah.
2 first rounders.
Yeah. You could probably trade for somebody's backup too. Like they could try and trade for Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
Flacco on the Packers would be nice. The Flackers.
Joe
Sam
Howell. I don't know what you fucking do.
I think the Seahawks might really like Sam Howell.
Yeah. Tyler Huntley. Yeah. Josh Dobbs out there. Somebody will find something. I hope they don't have to do it.
You can get Josh Dobbs like the morning of the game, and he'll
be ready to roll. He'll be ready to rock. Anyway, I feel bad for you, Packers fans. I feel bad for you. Hope Jordan Love's all right. Huge thanks to Gareth Reynolds for joining us tonight, and we'll see if Will and I decide to do this next Thursday. Will be the tentative plan, but
it's Thursday tonight.
Next Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
Yes. Good night.
And John Elway played his entire career without an ACL.
He did. And God bless Bo Nix.
And God bless.